Hello and welcome to April Frequencies. Are you ready for April? Can you feel it? Anticipation? It's everywhere. What's going to happen in April? Especially what's going to happen on April 8th? Well, we know that astrological and an astronomical event will be taking place on April 8th. The big one. That's what everybody says. Everyone is talking about it, and they have been for months now. Anticipation is very high. Well, before we get into April and what that's going to look like for us as we move into the month, first I'm going to apologize for my hoarse voice. I was working with a group of absolutely phenomenally spiritually focused individuals in class today, and we had a great soul patterning harmonics class. So my voice is a little sore, but I wanted to make sure I got this video to you because I know everybody's anticipating April. What are you anticipating? Are you anticipating fantastic expansion and forward movement or disastrous calamities? I've just seen so much talk about what happened last time. What happened the time before that? The last eclipse, the last this, the last that. Well, all of those times are valid and they all have something to teach us. But we might want to remember that we are not living in the last time or the time before that. As a conscious community of spiritual humans living in the now, we can choose not to repeat history on April 8th or at any time in our lives. We can choose to finish with a repeating history and move forward individually and as a human conscious community. We can choose to create something different and wonderful. I love the image of watching us go around and around and around in a circle, history repeating until at some point we decide enough and we get off and move forward. And so this was the image that I was shown as we move into April and through the rest of the year. They said, you have been given free will to determine what you wish to energize, enliven, and create. Will it be something old or something new and different? Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going to choose something new and different. I've had enough of my history repeating itself, and I'm ready to move forward. And April frequencies are going to be wonderfully supportive in that decision and in that movement. So when I asked about the month of April, because I knew that the world would be alive and continuing after April 8th, I saw energy popping like bursts of fireworks, like boom, 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 like this all over the place. And it was really exciting. It looked like fireworks going off. Boom, 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 everywhere, all over the planet. These were pops of energy that were going to come in just like dropped in like that. And I thought that was really exciting. They all have a different purpose. They all have a different frequency, and they will all be received by each of us based on our own frequency and progression. Remember, we've said this before. Your soul is never going to allow you to take more than is safe and good for you. We all progress at our own rate, and we need to remember this. Everyone doesn't move at the same speed as we do, or I do. So patience, compassion, and kindness are really going to be needed at this time. As these energy pops come in, they will affect everyone in their own way according to their own vibration. The energy pops that we're going to experience will be for spiritual expansion and for lifting our frequency individually and as a collective. How that translates into your life is going to be very unique to you. Some of these energy pops will be to enhance healing abilities. They'll be to enhance relationships. They'll be to enhance healing within self. So you're going to see all kind of different things happen as a result of this. Those who have their vision in place will experience more support and more movement in a forward direction to bring their desires into manifestation. This year is going to build upon itself. So let's look back. January was for planning. February was for getting everything in place, checking our plan, making sure it was a good vision, we were okay with it. March was to put things into energy, right? Energize our plans, think about our plans, work them out, and prepare internally for the movement. Now that we're in April, movement comes in. And movement is going to be absolutely supportive and wonderful for those who are ready. Those who have dallied will feel more pressure from within and from without to get going. What that movement looks like will be unique, but there will be a flow of energy, along with the little pops and bursts of energy that will be constant through the month of April. Be in the flow so that you're not pushed from behind and then you've got all these energy pops going on around you. Stay connected to your intuition and higher self, your galactic guides and family members. I can't stress this enough. You will want to be in connection with your intuition more now than ever, because you're going to need to listen when to rest, when to take action, when to plan more, when to reach out, when to go within. Intuition is going to be critical, even in making the decision of when and what to eat, when and how to sleep. You might be taking more cat naps. You might feel more energized and sleep straight through the night. You're going to have to listen to your body and take your cues from your intuition. And if you haven't done that before, this is going to be a real learning curve for you. So I hope that you are in contact with your inner self and are having good communication and comfortable communication. Pay attention to your dreams. Lots of information in the month of April will be coming into your dreams, because a lot of the energy bursts and a lot of the energy flowing in are meant to open and activate your intuitive centers. Your higher self and your soul are going to want to talk to you more, and they will have a lot to say to you. So you're going to want to be in a position to remember those dreams and write them down. All right. In April, it will be easier to connect with your higher self, your galactic family, and your guides more than ever before. Just said that, right? Those energy centers are opening. Let them open. Be open to hear the truth. Be open to know what's right for you. Be open to connect with your higher source so that you can make the best decisions for yourself and help others make their best decisions as well. There's going to be a lot of activations in the higher energy centers. You may feel a lot of energy up in here. You may feel activations over here. You may feel areas of your body opening and tingling and moving in ways that you haven't before. Don't panic. If they are energetic or spiritual in nature, they will leave quickly. Pay attention to them, and when it occurs, ask your intuition. What do you want me to hear? What do you want me to know? That's what these cues are for. You're being activated. You're being open. The higher realms are coming closer, and they want to communicate with you. Now, they're going to come to you wherever you are. What I heard was invitations should be issued now. Invite your higher into your life. Invite your soul to communicate with you at any time in your life. I was laughing the other day because I said to a friend of mine, my guys, my higher, when they want to talk to me, all they have to do is wait for me to head to the bathroom. As soon as I start to brush my teeth, they're yapping away. As soon as I sit down to put on makeup or do my hair, they start talking. I can't tell you how many times I've had to open the shower door to grab the phone and start dictating what I'm hearing and getting because they're just talking. So I have a very busy life. I have a lot of activities going on, and I like to sleep. So they work with me and my schedule and my lifestyle. And they know that once they get me in the bathroom, I'm kind of trapped. There aren't too many distractions in there, and they can talk away. And I will just pick up the phone and dictate into the phone whatever they're saying, and then I go back and look at it later. Do not wait like a Sunday dinner to go meet your guys, to go talk to your higher self, to connect with your intuition. Invite them to come to you wherever you are and to communicate you in the best way that they can based on you, your lifestyle, and what works for you. No more having to sit for an hour and stare at your inner eyes waiting to get a single message. Yes, meditation is phenomenal, and I absolutely invite you to go deeper, go into your heart, connect with your soul there, and allow yourself to be loved and held in that beautiful spot. That's not the only way, and that's not the only opportunity for them to connect with you. Pursue every avenue. Try different things and see what works best for you. There's no wrong answer about this. We do not have to repeat the past or live along the dictates of others and what worked for them. So just because brushing my teeth has my intuition activated doesn't mean you have to go in the bathroom every day and wait for your guys to talk to you. You're not me. So find out what works for you and pursue that. There will be an expansion of spiritual gifts, and a progress toward changes in society will begin in April. You're going to see a lot of attitude shift in April, and I think that's a good thing. People want change. People want movement. Humanity wants to start going in a new direction, and you're going to see that. Center and be open. Relax. Listen and be aware. Know that your way is the right way, and trust in that. The pendulum is going to be swinging wildly through the bursts of energy that occur in April. So as a burst opens up over here, the pendulum swings over there. And then another burst happens and it swings over there. It will be your task to balance the dualities and to stay centered. Duality is going to become clearer than it ever has before. The gulf between positive and negative is widening. The changes occurring in people who want to move forward versus people who want to stay exactly where they are is going to get wider. You're going to feel a greater separation from those who do not match your frequency. That's okay. Breathe. Stay centered. Use the incoming frequencies and rest after each movement. It's like being buffeted by a wave of water or air. You get hit with it and then you kind of recuperate and center and you're like, okay, again. And then the next one comes. And this is really what April is going to look like. That's what it looks like to me. Those bursts of energy and frequency and those gifts coming in, they can be absolutely positive if you're not dug into a no change attitude. Care for yourself. Take time to rest after intense activity, whether it's internal or external. Care for yourself and do something nice for someone else with no expectation of reward. I heard very clearly, there is no such thing as a small gesture. You know, you can really impact somebody's life with a smile or a kind word, especially if it's someone that you love and take advantage of most of the time, thinking they already know that. I shouldn't have to say it. When I looked at the April roller coaster, I saw that we were just climbing to the top and we're starting to pick up speed as the year progressed and we moved forward. Change can happen very quickly now. We can open to new realms and possibilities, and they will come to us as opportunities if we are paying attention and look for them. New connections in the physical and non-physical realms, which will be the start of new relationships, can come in at this time. It's not all going to happen at once, trust me, but it will happen over the course of the month, and it can start during the course of this month. Remember, we are picking up speed as the year progresses. So when we head into May, it's going to be really exciting and a lot of fun. If you wanted to learn a new technique, or begin a new project, or get information on a project, or any guidance that you've wanted to receive, you're going to get that. It's going to start happening in April. Information, teaching, initiations, they're going to come during the waking and the sleeping states. Be open, be receptive, and then listen on what you need to do to incorporate that into your being and make it a part of yourself. We call that integration, right? Everything that you do is going to have an impact in April that is going to carry you forward through the rest of this year. If you are loving to yourself, that's going to start you on a path that will expand during the rest of the year. If you are healing yourself, that's going to set you on a path that will expand for the rest of the year. If you're looking to do a new project or create a move, this is the time to start because it's going to carry you through the rest of the year. This is the beginning of an achievement cycle for you and for the greater world. If you are ready, if you have prepared well by deepening love of self, appreciation of self, and everything in your life, achievement will begin for you. Adjust your inner and outer life to balance the energies popping in, along with the constant and greater flow of energy. Remember, I said that greater flow of energy is going to be coming in constantly. So with the constant flow of energy pulsing and pulsing and pulsing, and then these little bursts of energy, there's going to be a lot going on in April. Love yourself. Care for yourself. Deepen your connection with nature now in any way that you can, even if you are connecting to a houseplant. And I mean that sincerely. They showed me one of those little beans in a little Dixie cup coming up out of the ground like that. You just love that little bean and you nurture that little bean and you connect with it and you grow it. And you will be connected to Gaia. Remember, we live in a hologram. You don't have to go out and lay out in the forest to get connected to nature. If you can do that, great. But if you can't, find nature wherever you are. Connect to it. If you have a pet, connect to your pet and connect with the animal kingdom. Connect to something greater than yourself and the little bubble of a world that you live in. April is a time of expansion. And I want every one of us to expand in the best way possible. If there's something you wanted to start, begin it. Take active steps now because the frequencies that are coming in will support you and they will help you move forward in that. The bursts of energy that I saw, like little fireworks, that could be inspiration. That could be creativity. We don't know what it can be. We just know it's going to be great. Maintain your balance. I get tired of them saying that to me. Maintain yourself. Maintain your balance. Allow for rest. Play and work, each in their own place. This is not the time for us to come out of balance and go off wildly, running around, doing everything we can like a chicken with its head cut off. It's also not a time to get under the covers and sleep for the next month. And in between all of that, play. Play like a child. Do something you enjoy. Lift your spirits through play. Diet can shift during the month of April, and physical changes can result if we take the pops of energy and shift into comfort eating or extreme fasting. Being in extremes is not going to help you this month. Balance is the key. As the pops of energy come in and duality expands, we will be the ones to create balance and hold center for ourselves and others, meaning the planet and the world. So, yes, go get that macaroni and cheese and enjoy it, but don't make it a week-long meal that you're having every day, all day. Extremes are not going to be beneficial at this time. Moderation is important. Use the flow of energy sweeping the planet to balance the frequencies of the fireworks. You will make steady progress if you do this, rather than being lifted up and dropped, and lifted up and dropped, and lifted up and dropped. So much going on in April. It's going to be so exciting. When we get into May, everything's going to be coming in full force. So I expect that this eclipse and the rest of the month is going to bring phenomenal opportunities, wonderful changes, and tremendous experiences on the inner and the outer realms. I'm looking forward to making a greater connection with my soul family, my galactic guides and guardians, my soul and my higher self. And I hope that you will do the same during the month of April. And so, as I always say, I hope you enjoy this month ahead. I hope you use every moment of it to your greatest advantage, and you love yourself completely through the entire month. Bring light into your body. Drink water. Rest. Take care of yourself. And until next time, I wish you many blessings.